Alright, well I finally got all the parts in for my Warrior, so I don't know if I have time today, but I'm going to be putting everything on and trying to get this thing running. So I got my new battery, oil filters, fuel filter, new carb, air filter, swing arm skid plate. I didn't realize till I got it here that it didn't have that. And I'm going to be trail riding this, so I cannot go without that, because first time I hit a boulder, at the very least, it's going to bend that rotor. Not to mention busting the chain and the sprocket and such. So yeah, so several $100s for the factory unit. This is a DG Baja series, $150. Most of the ones I found, the very cheapest you can get, even like no name, you know, just little cheapies, no name brands, were still $100, and the cheaper DG was still like $130, $140, and most of the ones I found, they were out of stock. So I went ahead and just can't ride without it. So on eBay, a guy had a factory one that was all beat up, and he still wanted $130 for it. So I was like, well shit, if I'm gonna pay that, I'm gonna buy the good one new. So it's a DG Baja. If you know anything about ATVs and dirt bikes and such, you know DG. So aluminum. The Baja series is thicker, plus it also has these cool little drain holes, which I thought were sweet. So mud and grass and stuff won't collect up that much under the chain and the rotor and whatnot. As you go through creeks and stuff, it'll kind of wash it out through these holes. So real nice piece. I just wasn't anticipating having to spend $150 for a skid plate. And then also I got all new fuel line and connectors, because you know, in case I need them, or I'll probably just replace them anyways or whatever. But what I'm actually going to do real quick, just for shits and giggles, the gas tank's empty. It was on reserve. I guess he parked it on reserve. It's since been turned off. So I'm going to drain what little bit of gas is in there out, put in my new battery, put fresh gas in it, and just for shits and giggles, like I said, I'm not really expecting it to turn over or anything, because I'm sure that old carb is all nasty. But I'm going to try to fire it up, just to see if it'll fire up. Maybe I'll get lucky, and if it runs good, which I really doubt if it does start, I won't have to do anything with that carb right away. But I'm going to try that here just a second and see if that works. And next video will be installing all this stuff, getting it fixed up, whether it starts or not, right here. So let me shut up and put some gas in it. After I drain what's left, throw the battery in and see if it'll start up. Also real quick, I'm not going to ride it around. I might do a slow lap around the house or something, but I need to get that old oil and shit out of there. But I'm just going to see if I can get it to fire up real quick before I put all this stuff on. And I'm definitely not going to be riding it on that old oil. Just want to see if it'll fire up, get things moving. But I'll definitely be changing that oil. Mine's leaking.
Great.
Talking to my camera. Come on. Got a new plug for it too. I might try just putting that plug in real quick. Come on, you piece of shit. It wants to run. Oh, there goes that fuel leak. Oh, you bitch. Alright, so I'm not sure where my phone cut off. It happens occasionally when it's real hot out like today, and in the sun it's black, it gets too hot. Anyways, it overheated, so it stopped recording. I just pulled it out of the refrigerator. So hopefully got the first start. It did eventually start. It's running like shit, obviously. I had to have it on full choke forever. The engine's pretty much at full op temp. Only then was I able to get it at half choke, and that's where it's sitting currently. It was revving to the roof on full choke, so now I got it on half choke. Initially, I didn't even want to run on that, but I still got the original plug in there, so got a Denso Iridium here. I'm going to swap out, see if that changes anything, but I doubt it, because it sounds like it's running pretty good. I think it's just the, the carb, so I'm going to try to switch this real quick after I let it run for a few more minutes and see if that makes a difference, but I'm almost 100% positive it's just the carb, as it should be. See, full choke, it just wants to rev to the moon. So she's running just real shitty, as I expected. I mean, it sat for 4 years. Oh, thankfully there was no gas in it. Even I tipped it to its side and to its back and nothing came out, so all the fuel has evaporated. So I think it's just that carb sticking. Try to take the choke off. Yeah, it won't run with the choke off. And on full choke, it revs the red line damn near it. So I'm going to let it run a few more minutes, like I said. See, that's what the fuel on. Try reserve again, make sure it still works. But I'm going to let it run for a few minutes, swap this plug out, see if it changes anything. But I'm almost positive it's just that carb junked up. I don't know if I caught this on camera either before it shut off. That's why I bought all new fuel lines. Alright, so I found out it will run with the choke off as long as I keep giving it gas, so we'll go take it for a spin around the yard real quick. Actually, I already have. But get a few passes on camera and then we'll swap out that plug here.
Well, that's probably way more driving than I should have done on 4-year-old oil, but I was having fun. So, try the new plug real quick. Like I said, I don't think it'll make a difference. Probably the carb. And so yeah, next video I'll get all that stuff on there and we'll see how well she runs then.